Chapter 5 Season 3 Battle Pass is going to be amazing, and it looks like we will finally see this skin right here. This is the last reality skin that we saw a few months ago. It has two different forms. This is its human form, and this is its actual last reality form. We thought in Chapter 4 we were going to see the last reality return. Even the Peace Syndicate mentioned that last reality will be here, but unfortunately that never happened. This means that Fortnite are saving the last reality's return for this chapter, Chapter 5. But to understand everything, let's go all the way back to Chapter 1. Please leave a like, subscribe, and use code SMJM. Very first time we saw a sign of the last reality was when, literally out of the blue, a lightning bolt creates this giant purple cube. It seems pretty harmless at first until it starts moving. And at the end of the season, Kevin the Cube melts into the loot lake. And in Chapter 2, Season 6, we see a corrupted island float above the Fortnite island. This island goes around the map, corrupting literally everything, from locations to different skins. In fact, this was the season where we got skins like the Dark Bomber, Dark Jonesy. But one thing we did not realize, that the island was creating something on the map. This shocked everyone. Before I show you guys that secret, I want to tell you guys about this video game that everyone is playing right now. Introducing 1v1.lol, a battle royale sensation for your mobile device. You can play this game any devices, Android, iPhones. This game is fast paced. You can play this anytime, anywhere, on PC, smartphones. Guess what? It is free to play. Along with building and editing, you can select different champions with unique abilities. You can customize your weapons and upgrade both champions and weapons for optimal performance. They even have a variety of awesome champions like Midas. All of these skins can be personalized. With dynamic battles and quick gameplay, the combination of diverse champions and the thrill of building and destroying structures delivers intense battle royale action. There are various game modes to experience. For example, this BR mode called Showdown. This map right here is my favorite map. Yeah, later, buddy. Oh my god, bro, look at this guy. This guy has this crazy ability, as you can see right over here. But I have the ability to dash, so let's see if I can do this. Let's go. This is the final guy. He has the ability to create decoys, but let's go. Trust me, you do not want to miss out on this excitement. Download now via the link in the description, or find 1v1.lol in the App Store and Steam. You won't regret it. So the secret message Kevin the Cube was creating on the island was a logo of the last reality. Luckily, at the end of the season, the 0 point fought against Kevin the Cube and it exploded. To save us, we end up at this location called the In-Between. When we rift back, Kevin the Cube was gone. Now, the whole of Chapter 1, we don't hear anything about the last reality until we reach the Black Hole event. During the Black Hole event, the scientist gives us a cryptic message, and it reads out, "The nothing is inevitable." Everyone thinks that the nothing is in fact the head of the last reality. When Chapter 2 was here, last reality's huge plan to take over the entire Fortnite begins. The reason why they have chosen Chapter 2's Season 6 to attack is because of the 0 point. They know that in Chapter 5 Season 5, the 0 point was exposed. And as soon as they heard this news, they were on their way. And when they got here, they see the 0 point sealed by the Spire, and that was done by the Foundation to protect the 0 point. Whole of the Primal season, we see people and animal getting abducted. At the end of Chapter 2 Season 6, we see a crop symbol that confirms that they are coming because it was the logo of the last reality. When Season 7 was here, the last reality's mothership shows up on the map. It goes right towards the Spire, but they do not find the 0 point. 0 point is yet again hidden by the Imagine Order. The whole of that season, the last reality abducts at various locations to find the 0 point. And Dr. Sloan, being very smart, tells the Lost Reality spy that the 0 point is hidden underneath the Imagine Order's headquarters. But Dr. Sloan hid bombs underneath the headquarters. Now all we had to do was go inside the mothership and detonate it. And that's exactly what we do during the finale event of season 7. We find the room where the bombs was hidden, and at this point Dr. Sloan reveals to us that she has betrayed us and that there was no plan for us to escape once the bombs was detonated. And at that point we discover a bunch of cubes inside of the mothership, confirming to us that Kevin the Cube was in fact the Lost Reality's technology. Then everything goes kaboom. Mothership explodes and all of the cubes hurled towards the Fortnite island. And in chapter 2 season 8 was one of the biggest seasons we've ever had, because this was the final season of chapter 2. The whole season, just like the chapter 1, we see the cubes moving around the map. This time there were various different colors of cubes like gold, purple, blue. They all moved towards the center of the island throughout the season. At the end of the season, we were introduced to this person called the Cube Queen. Turns out the Cube Queen was the person who controlled all of the cubes ever since that chapter 1 cube that showed up on the map. There is a huge battle between the Cube Queen, Imagine Order, and the 7. At one point during this event, we witnessed the power of the Lost Reality. Cube Queen opens a portal in the sky. We find out that the mothership that was hovering over the chapter 2 map was not the mothership. This was in fact the mothership. The island is corrupted beyond repair, so the 7 flips the entire island. We are introduced to chapter 3. There is a huge battle between the 7 and the Imagine Order. One thing we have noticed about the Lost Reality is that they only attack when the island is very vulnerable. For example, in chapter 1 they attacked when there was a giant rift in the sky and a bunch of people from different realities were showing up on the island. And in chapter 2 they attacked when 0 point was exposed and people again from different realities showing up on the island. Now yet again in chapter 3 there is a huge war, meaning everyone else is going to be distracted, and that's exactly what happens. The Lost Reality attacks again. This time, rather than sending something like a huge UFO, they send only one person, and this person was Herald. Herald, using the power of the reality tree and the 0 point, she connects to all of the locations of the island using the roots. This was for a reason, because in chapter 3 season 4, the very first thing she does is attack the 7's headquarters. Once they've destroyed the main people that was controlling the island, she slowly starts corrupting the island using the roots that she used to connect different locations. And finally, at the end of chapter 3, she turns the whole of the Fortnite island into chrome and it explodes. Luckily, the 0 point is still fine. It creates a brand new island. Here we are in chapter 4. Chapter 4 focuses on one person that we have not heard about ever since chapter 1, the Nothing. Like I mentioned before, there's a rumor that the Nothing is in fact the head of the Lost Reality. They tried to create this rift gate that was going to bring the Nothing to this island, but unfortunately it failed. End up getting Mega Mall and the Peace Syndicate. During this season, we hear about the Lost Reality yet again. Peace Syndicate reveals that Triarch Nox and bunch of other people sabotaged their plan and corrupted all of the information that they had on the Lost Reality. Just at that moment, we start to see this circular object heading towards the island. Now, we thought that was in fact that mothership that we saw during the live event, but it turns out this was Kato Thorn. Here we are in chapter 5, and ever since the Peace Syndicate mentioned about the Lost Reality, we have not seen them yet. Now, in the survey skin, we find this character right here. Now, is this the Nothing? There's also a human form of this character. Most likely, this character is going to be included in the Battle Pass next season, chapter 5, season 3. We might see the return of the Lost Reality. play. Also, there's a rumor we might see One Piece in the Battle Pass and a lot more. Please download 1v1.lol and help me out. The link is in the description.